All right, let's hit them. What did I just say? I meant to say, let's hit it. See what happens here, guys? You guys could, honestly, it's pretty entertaining to watch me film these episodes. Some of you guys should just like show up one day when the cameras are here. And honestly, my cameraman, he should be paying me because he's getting entertained for a few hours at a time here. Me mumbling over these questions, trying to pronounce some of your guys' names. Anyways, we have a good time doing this, and obviously the goal of this is to be fun, to make this fun, right? If this isn't fun, what's the point, right? So who am I? What are we doing here? If you're new to the show, I'm Vince Del Monte. The show here is based around answering your questions in 60 seconds or less. I'll recommend some resources for you at the end of the show here. I actually want to tell you guys about something really special coming up here, but what I do is I answer your questions in 60 seconds or less, and I take these questions right off my Facebook fan page. If you have not liked the page by now, what the heck are you doing? Head on over there now so you can get one of your own questions answered. If you just enjoy watching them from the sidelines, that's cool too, no pressure, but I'd love to take one of your questions. So all you need to do is go to vincedelmontefanpage.com, and I hope you have a Facebook account. Gosh. Anyways, see what I'm talking about here? I just ramble and ramble sometimes, but this is what happens when you get your own show. You can do whatever you want. See, if I can do these shows, anybody can do these shows. You see that? I put this stuff out there so I can inspire some of you guys thinking that I need to have like 3 PhDs and 2 master degrees, and I need to read all the research out there to have a show. You know what? You need to understand that you probably have more knowledge than 90% of the people out there, and that you will help somebody. If this is a career that you wish to pursue, if the fitness industry is something that you want to get involved in, it could be any industry, and you feel like you don't have enough knowledge, you're not there yet, you need to read more, that's bullshit. Complete bullshit. If I had that mindset when I got started when I was 22 that I needed to know everything, I wouldn't have helped over 100,000 people by now. I wouldn't be on track to helping 1 million people by 2020. I wouldn't have the business I have. I wouldn't have the success stories that I have. I wouldn't have this lifestyle. And it all started from not being afraid of what other people think of me. And that is a lesson for you guys. Whatever you guys want to do, set your mind to it. And if you have knowledge that you can share with other people, by not sharing it, you're actually doing those people an injustice. I see it as my moral obligation to help you guys because I have knowledge. And does everything I say, is it right? Has it been proven by 10 different medical journals? No. But do I have enough confidence in it to get you results? Am I confident in the advice for it to produce results in a safe way and to not harm you? Absolutely. I would never share anything that I felt that was unsafe, etc. So a long tangent there. Let's get to the show, shall we? And we've got 4 questions here for you. And the questions we're going to be talking about today are on protein powders and on stretching flexibility as it relates to bodybuilding. So the first question comes from Nathaniel. Nathaniel wants to know, hey Vince, I'm a big fan and I love your videos. I have a problem with protein shakes. I've tried a wide range of them and they never seem to sit well with me. I work out every day for about an hour. Am I taking full advantage of a protein supplement? Should I focus more on eating healthier and drop the shakes? Any advice will be appreciated. So Nathaniel, probably a good chance is you're lactose intolerant, so you're definitely gonna do better with whey isolate protein powder, which is considered more pure. What I mean by that when I say it's more pure, is that the protein content is anywhere from, depends who you talk to, 90 to 94%. If you're probably taking a whey concentrate right now, which again depends who you talk to, but probably anywhere from 70 to 84% protein content. The rest is fat, sugar, lactose, which is that's probably what's affecting you. And you might be taking a low quality protein powder. Guys, not all protein powders are created equal. Don't think that because you got a great deal at Walmart that you're putting good stuff in your body. I do not recommend skimping out on things you put in your body. So I would recommend probably a whey protein isolate. If that problems persist, if you continue to experience gas or bloating, yeah, protein shakes, there's a lot of great foods out there that you'll be able to still achieve the same job, so don't feel like you're losing, it's going to affect you long term. sometimes you guys use fake names on me, so I'm always hesitant, but this name looks legit. So Hashim, he says, hey Vince, I'm 18, 72 kilos, 5'10", just completed a year of going to the gym and seen very little results. I'm an ectomorph, and although I eat a lot, I just can't gain weight or muscle. My body fat has remained consistent at around 12%. I'm taking no supplements or whey. Please help me and advise me on supplements and importance of whey protein and the amount to be taken each day. So, you know, more importantly, you need to make sure you're getting at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And you know, you guys, some of you guys argue, oh, no, it's 0.8. It's not 1, Vince, it's 0.8. No, Vince, 1's too little, it's 1.2. Just pick one and follow it. I don't really care which one you follow, but my students, we follow 1 gram per pound of body weight, and we eat every 3 to 4 hours, at least 5 to 6 meals a day. At least 4 of them are whole food based, 1 or 2 are shakes. We try and never do more than 1 or 2 shakes a day. So, are you eating every 3 to 4 hours? Are your meals prepared the night before, the day of, so that you can stay anabolic through the course of the day? Those are basics. You gotta master those before you ask anything else. Next, time under tension. Does the eccentric component of your exercise last longer than the concentric? 4-second negative on every single exercise. You need more mechanical tension on your muscles to start breaking them down. That's your problem. 2 more questions, and these are on stretching. Great topic. Doesn't get discussed a lot. You know, stretching in general is just a hard topic to commercialize because, you know, how do you make stretching sexy? You know what I'm saying? So you don't see a lot of stuff on that. So I'm glad we got some questions on stretching. Tom Lanting, hey Vince, loving the show. I can't squat parallel because of flexibility. How can I improve this? I'm doing box squats now, but someone in the gym told me hitting the box transfers the weight onto your lower back and that it's dangerous, and this is true. Yes, that is true. There is a degree of truth to that. Box squats, again, just a tool. It's an option. It's not the whole toolbox. It's one tool. So this would be something I might prescribe in, you know, in a 12-month program. You said, Vince, draw me up my programs for 12 months. We might have you do box squats within 3 weeks of those 52 other weeks. It's not the whole 52 weeks, but it's a certain component to maybe prepare you to go back to full squats. So I don't have a problem with that box squats. I definitely have a problem with your lack of flexibility. I personally, for those who don't know, have been doing yoga 4 times a week. I go to the Hot Yoga Studio here in Hamilton, Ontario. De La Soul Yoga, awesome place. My range of motion has increased dramatically after only 10 sessions. So I do believe that shortened hamstrings, well, I mean, it's not I believe, this is irrefutably a fact. Shortened hamstrings, hip flexors, ankle mobility, calf mobility, those things will affect the ability to squat and to what depth and to where you shift the tension. So yes, flexibility is huge. I believe that you should stretch 1 hour for every 1 hour of weight training. So if you weight train 3 hours a week, for optimal, for purposeful stretching, you should be stretching at least 1 hour. Worst case scenario, a 0.5 to 1 ratio. So if you're not doing that, and this goes for all you guys who've been training 5-6 years and never stretch, you are limiting your gains, my friend. And I'm the first one to talk because I've known that and I've seen my gains go up just since I started getting more back into my purposeful stretching. So glad you asked that. What I'll do, I'll post a link for you guys below to a program called Yoga for Bodybuilders, and it's not like a cheesy kind of like, it's not like weird stuff. It's stretches that I guarantee you've never seen before that are organized based on the body part you train. It's called Yoga for Bodybuilders. Created by my friend Adam Steer, and I was actually one of the guys who helped create the product. I had this awesome yoga instructor take me through all the exercises, and I'll post a link for you guys below, and it'll tell you, do these. If you're doing chest, you should be doing these 3 stretches after your chest workout. If you're doing deadlifts, you should do these 3 stretches after your deadlift day. Really simple stuff. This isn't like, I know some of you guys are thinking, stretching, are you freaking kidding me, Vince? You'll love this program, and it's way cheaper than spending $200 a month on yoga classes. One more question. This is actually it. This is from Ben Summers. Hey Vinny, after you trained a muscle, why should you stretch that muscle? When should you stretch that muscle after training the next day? I'm not up to date with all the scientific literature on the best time to stretch. I do know when I was at Charles Poliquin's Hypertrophy Boot Camp, he recommends stretching 2 hours after a workout. I think that might have to do with just like the nervous system, maybe calming down a bit, because when you stretch, you want to be relaxed. You don't want to be fired up. So I don't know if that's the reason he said that, but I'm guessing that's my theory. So, well, Vince, oh my God, my life now revolves around the gym, work out, then have to wait 2 hours and stretch. That's the optimal time. If you can't do that, just stretching after your workout would be better. I don't recommend static stretching pre-workout. Although I think it has been blown out of proportion. I think there is a time and place for it, but that's another topic for another day. I recommend stretching after you weight train and focusing on the body parts you specifically just worked. And the idea is to re-lengthen the tissue that you just shortened. So this is what happens when you weight train, and we want to re-lengthen that tissue. Remember, tissue attaches to joints, so it changes joint-specific relationships and can cause impingement and all sorts of problems if you don't maintain proper alignment on those tissues. So, okay. One thing, I just want to do one more thing here, guys. I want to quickly tell you guys about Hypertrophy MAX. When this video gets uploaded, it's probably going to be pretty close to when this program's actually going live. And a lot of you guys have been asking about this program because, I know we have a lot of young viewers on YouTube who watch the show from 16 to 18. And I'll be honest, I didn't get access to this kind of program designed until my late 30s. My late 30s, what am I talking about? My late 20s. So I understand that this is probably too advanced for the majority of you. It's probably far too expensive for the majority of you guys as well. This is a $1,200 program. Now it's obviously far cheaper than, going to one of Ben's workshops, where he charges $3 to $5 grand for, 3 to 6 day boot camp, or it's way cheaper than hiring Ben or I, for $150 an hour to get you to train us in person, and it's way cheaper than spending $4 or $5 grand a year to get, a program just written up and a diet written up without actually getting access to us, never mind getting access to the 1,000+ members already going through the program. But it's still, I appreciate, it's gonna be out of reach for a lot of you guys. We've done something really special though for everybody to try out the first month, regardless of your financial situation. And you'll be able to learn more about that when the site goes live. And I just want to show you guys, what it is. What is this program? Probably a lot of you have heard about it. And essentially, it's Ben Pekowski. Ben's the IFB pro bodybuilder, just competed in the Mr. Olympia. And my collection of 12 organized muscle building workouts based on the 6 forgotten factors of hypertrophy. It's based on the 6 variables, the scientifically proven variables of hypertrophy: tension, lactic acid, volume, intensity, density, and frequency. And this isn't 12 standalone programs. You can't say, I just want to try out phase 3. It doesn't work like that. Everyone starts on phase 1, and each phase continues from month to month. We deliver it to your front door each month. This is a hard copy product. We don't allow you to get it digitally because we don't want this spread around the internet. You can't find this anywhere unless you get it shipped to your front door. So here's the deal. Every month you're going to get a 24-page newsletter. This actually just arrived yesterday. This is phase 5. And phase 5 is max intensity, and you're going to get a 24-page branded newsletter. It's pretty badass. So, there's some of our success stories right there. And I just kind of go through the table of contents with you. Here's what you get each month. Each month, Ben and I, we start off with Here We Grow Again, and we just talk about what's going on in our personal life right now. So I talk about my trip to Biltmore House and to the Grand Canyon, and this issue happens to be right after Ben's competition at the Mr. Olympia, and you know, here's me and some of our friends and our girls partying at the post-Olympia party. This is us with Ronnie Coleman and Tony Freeman, and I went to an event where I got to hang out with Lou Ferrigno. So, you know, I talk about all this stuff. It's pretty exciting stuff, I have to admit. You know, we try and, you know, live exciting lives so that you guys, so we can inspire you with this. You know, Ben talked all about the Olympia here, and you know, his thoughts on his outcome, and you know, this isn't stuff we put on our blog or YouTube or anywhere else. This is only available to our Hypertrophy MAX members. Each month we explain the logic. So this is the science-based section for all you science guys out there who want to know where you get in this. You know, where can I read more about this? What's the research? Prove this to me. Well, we do that every single month, and we talk about the science behind the phase that we're on, so you understand. Okay, I see, I get it, I get the logic. We're gonna make you guys freaking smart. And then we have the program guideline. So it talks about all the components of this month's workout that you need to apply. And then we have the progression stuff here. So every month, this isn't just, hey, here's 4 weeks of workouts. Every week has a progression model. You know, this month we're introducing the guys to eccentric loading and wave loading, and there's a specific protocol. We have them change up from week to week. There's deload phases built into every single phase. And then there's the program. So our programs range from anywhere from four-day programs to 7-day programs. So some months you're gonna get 4 workouts, some months you get 7 workouts or more. And this month happens to be a 4-day workout. So again, remember I talked about manipulating training splits, training durations. Well, this is how we do it, you know, and everything's laid out here: exercises, reps, sets, tempos, rest periods. So you can take this bad boy to the gym with you, and you know, you can follow it. Every month you get a workout calendar, so you can check off the workouts and keep you motivated, make sure you're compliant. And then we get into nutrition. Each month we go into how many calories do we want you to eat, the macros, whether your goal is to gain weight or to progressively gain weight, or sorry, to maintain your weight, progressively gain weight, aggressively gain weight, lose fat. So we have everything broken down for you, because nutrition changes depending on the phase. For a central nervous system based workout, your volume, your nutrition is going to be different than a volume-based workout, right? So nutrition has changed. Again, we include discounts to some of our favorite supplement products in here exclusively for the members. Then we have additional nutrition tips, supplement stacks. So every month you're going to have different supplement stacks depending on what we're focusing on. Your supplement regimen is going to be different on a volume phase than an intensity phase. Intensity in terms of working close to your 1 rep max. So again, that's that. And then, you know, Ben does a little section each month on the champion's mindset. And again, this is where you can get into Ben's mind and hear about how he's become who he's been. You have to remember, Ben just got into bodybuilding when he was in his mid-20s. He's in his, like, you know, what is it? 6, 7 years later, the guy's on the Mr. Olympia stage. So a lot to learn from this man. This guy's phenomenal. So again, he's got aspirations of winning it one day. And you know, I want to be close to a guy who talks openly about that. So, you know, I do my section each month, a realistic approach to living large. And this is where I talk about stuff outside of the gym. I talk about, you know, how I built my online fitness business, you know, how I've, you know, formed awesome relationships and built a unique lifestyle that, you know, caters to my, you know, what I've always dreamed about doing. So I get into more, you know, more deeper things on the inner, component of our lives. And then, you know, what's coming next and that. So that's just one component of the program. You know, I didn't mean to turn this into an infomercial here, guys, but I do want to tell you guys about it because it is a significant amount of money to invest in the program, but I want to make sure the right people get on board. And then, you know, each month you're also going to get either 1 or 2 DVDs of the entire program broken down. So, you know, this particular month we had, you know, a former NFL lineman, Ryan Watson. He was one of our guys who Ben and I took through the workout. Sometimes Ben takes me through the workout. Sometimes I get the amazing opportunity of training this guy. Yes, this guy lets me train him. It's pretty amazing. So it's one of the highlights of my month. And, you know, this month we also have Andre Jaruski, sorry if I said his name wrong, but All Max supplement sponsored athletes. So each month we bring on different people that we train, and even right now we're transitioning into bringing some of our own members to actually get trained down here or other locations, and we train our own members. So there'll be an opportunity for you to get invited to participate in one of the phases and be a part of one of these DVDs. So pretty cool stuff. And then the crown jewel, I can't even do it justice here, but is the membership form. And you ask any of our private members, that's the crown jewel of the system. You're going to get access to over 1,000 people that are going through the same program at the same time, and that is absolutely priceless, to be able to check in, stay motivated, ask questions, not get stuck. And our members have told us that the form in itself, without any of this, is worth like twice as much as the actual investment of the program. So we're pretty proud of that. We have a monthly coaching call as well, where you get access to Ben and I for 90 minutes. We have the habit of the week, where we email you your new habit. At the end of the week, you'll have 52 new habits. So we got, and we've got a massive transformation contest underway. A lot of people don't know this, but for the new group of people that come on board this time, we've teamed up with earlytorise.com to give away $25,000. That's right, $25,000 to the top transformation students. So every Hypertrophy MAX student, whether you join back in June or join now, you'll have the opportunity to participate in that transformation contest. And you'll be competing against not just Hypertrophy MAX members, but other people from other transformation, from other circles. But the stakes are a lot higher. So that's a pretty amazing thing. And I'll post a link for you guys below. I don't know if this is going to be open at the time I'm talking about all this. I'll try and hopefully I plan this video properly, so you can click a link below and you can sign up right now, because it's live, and when it closes, it's closed. So if you go to the page right now and it says closed, it's not opening it up until June 2013. So I'm hoping, if this is right for you, obviously you're gonna know right away. If it's not right for you, that's totally fine. We have other programs for you guys, but regardless of your decision, this is available for you, and trust it'll make a huge difference in your life. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Hopefully on the other side of the Hypertrophy MAX member site.